see people opt into Roa, get a later Zhonya's, then that's pretty tough. But Ashe and Seraphine, if you are mispositioned, there's no items that you can build that are going to save you. Like, you are just going to be food for the T1.
Though as Yike bounces on top of Oner, that's a great spell shield to deny a lot of that. But Yike now gets control, and with KC controlling the bottom side, this is dangerous. But Keria's making his way over the Dustbringer, doing a little bit of work there, as there is the Bone Skewer to connect from Keria. This red buff getting involved, and Oner just smites it away. So, thanks for all of your time, KC.
Yeah, because meanwhile, bot lane, Peyz never even moved, and now Keria looking.
Yeah, looking for another angle. Is Busio going to have to flash? Peyz now going to be moving as he looks to try and get some damage down. Busio going to live through the ignite, though, and now Keria needs to get himself out of the way. Some defense here from Oner, but he gets into the fog of war. Gets that health back. The flash Bone Skewer as Caliste now has to flash away, and Oner's made his way in. That's first blood for the Nocturne, and Peyz even manages to get the execute before going down. Yike. Former and current T1 top laners. It is the Jayce doing a good job. Busio, great sidestep there, but he's still very, very dead. That's going to be the auto to come through from Peyz. Execution, and oh dear.
QER, and you are basically just gone.
Well, Keria looked for the angle there. Another Bone Skewer is going to connect, and Caliste is extraordinarily dead. Nothing the Ashe could do. Tried to take Keria with.
Seraphine are looking like they're going to be paper. This is the kind of game that KC really needs to try to slow down the pace. They have a lot of scaling.
Oh, another Bone Skewer connects there. Even the route to connect onto Caliste as Busio's just dead. Peyz gets the execution one more time. The daggers aren't going to quite land as the second one.
Actually, he is probably going to get dove here.
Well, there's a fight going on elsewhere as well as Yike looking for Faker. He goes into the Shroud, though, and just ults away. That is going to be Peyz on a killing spree. Keria surviving as well as the successful 2v1 dive in the bottom corner. It is kind of just like a reunion in the top lane as far as the T1 matchups are concerned. As Oner going to take one of the grubs. Paranoia comes through pretty defensively here as the fear is not quite going to work out too much. But now Doran just dives in, goes actually to the skies into the middle of three people, and then wanders away.
Ooh.
The arrow is going to sail by, and T1 now realizing that they can go back, looking for the 2-for-1 grub straight, and Yike has to get out of there. Peyz looking for Caliste as well, who's just not allowed to lane if it's a 1v1.
Massive advantages for KC a number of times, but in this game, it is Oner getting very far ahead, and these are their individual stats in this head-to-head, which I think is going to be a very important one throughout the series.
Well, I hope that it gets more important as well. Good flash away from Caliste, who does manage to land the arrow. I believe Rebuttal was on cooldown, but the Paranoia, and Oner comes in and just puts him down. Another Bone Skewer to come on through, and obviously that one's going to hit. And Keria does go down as the response, and Yike will...
You want to keep the pressure up. Do not allow Yike any space to be able to recover.
Ulti comes through here as Yike does avoid a bit of the damage, but he was never winning that 1v1.
T1 are going to be snowballing towards a quick soul. They have a massive advantage. If you can somehow stabilize the game at this deficit and farm and farm and farm, then you are going to have a chance in a fight.
How did that hit? That didn't look very fair. Canna is going to come through and try and defend as Keria still wanting to find an angle as he gets hit by the kitchen sink and taken down.
Okay, Keria.
But man, yeah, maybe he was actually reading what Busio was saying. As there's a Paranoia towards the bottom side of the map. Oner is just going to put down kyeahoo. And I do want to say something about this. We did have Oner's stats come up before, like 42-8 was the win rate, but one of those losses was against Hanwha Life Esports. There's a reason why T1 are our second seed, and it's because Hanwha were able to win that best of 5, and Oner's Nocturne was just not that good. But historically, it has been a lot more like this, where he just wins. Doran going to take down Yike here.
All of these KC members are on top side. All 5 of them. There's no one right now answering Faker in the bot lane, so they're going to try to overload and potentially make a play here.
Oh, Peyz might be taken down. The rebuttal now on cooldown. The arrow is going to hit, and Yike going to get over that wall. Peyz will be shut down finally as Keria ripping out that shield as quickly as possible as Oner with the Dustbringer. Seeing what he can do. Busio getting an encore, and it actually manages to clip Faker. Goes into the Shroud, though, to keep himself safe. And now just going to dash in. Realizes that he was going to go down. Tried to get whatever he could. And that, in fact, and that is what's happening. The unstoppable onslaught comes through. The flash over from Canna. They really want to kill Doran and try and get something off the back of this play. Shockwave, fantastic from kyeahoo. Using the Sion in order to get that extra range on the hula hoop. Beautiful, but not too much more going to come of it.
Exactly. I mean, you're just looking to the top side jungle. Oner is taking your red buff. Faker is working on your tier 2 tower. And they're engaged.
They're also going to take Busio as well, by the looks of things, as there is the Bone Skewer to connect. Death from below is named very correctly. Keria is going to help lock down that kill. Yike taking some damage from Peyz as well, but also the Dagger's doing some work here. Yike looking a little bit aggressive, but T1, they're still looking for more as Keria wanting to take down Busio, gets the stun, and that's going to set up for the reset to come on through.
Oh, no.
Oner also will just kill Yike, and I think it's a 9.5k gold advantage. There's a stun onto Doran. The unstoppable onslaught is going to come through as well. Q going to get charged as Caliste trying to do damage to Doran, and it's just not going to work. Doran, though, going to show him how it's done as before he goes down.
ECS up on the enemy AD carry.
All right, well, Yike is going to get paranoid, and I do not blame him. Will be taken out here as Canna. Yeah, not going to be able to help that situation at all. And maybe the Flame Horizon just happens now. He needs 12, like 3 camps. Just got to take 3 camps. All right, there's a beautiful rebuttal as Busio just going to get executed by Peyz. Dash cannon to try and get himself a little bit further away. Good sidestep from Caliste as a flash comes through from Peyz. He's the one that coined how a shellacking is supposed to work. A very quick victory under 25 minutes. This might be heading in that direction, but we'll see. There is the paranoia to come down very defensively, though, as he actually uses it to reposition. Oner gets in there. It'll be a big shutdown, and that is going to go over to kyeahoo. Keria getting amongst it, though, as we can see. 1 versus 3 now, as the ulti from Peyz comes on down, and that is going to lock up a kill, but Peyz getting a little bit lower. Faker finally making his presence known as he tries to get over the wall, and does use the ulti to do so. That I have seen outside of the funnel meta, which was just that's not included.
The dark times.
It was definitely dark times, as the arrow is going to connect onto Faker. There is the unstoppable onslaught, and the Baron secured. Faker, 5 seconds to go, but they're still just going to send it into that backline. The Encore is decent, but that damage onto Caliste is massive. Oner will be taken out, though, as Keria will also be secured. Yike doing a whole bunch of work here, as, oh my, never mind. Fake is going to show up. Canna looking to be taken down here as Busio trying to help out with a bit of drop in the beat, but it's not going to quite work. kyeahoo here as well. Doesn't have his ultimate for the next little while. That's the strategy. They heard that it's only the 2nd largest CS deficit. All right, Yike in a lot of trouble here. Peyz looks for the ulti. That was an ambitious one. There's a paranoia. Never mind, not ambitious at all. Now they're going to look to just try and kill them all. Bone Skewer connects. That is 3 on the floor.
Oh.
Shockwave is incredible as Keria goes down, but he's the only one to fall as the immediate revenge for T1 does come down. The former T1 player is left till last here as Canna will try and charge some Qs underneath these Nexus turrets, but this battle against Faker I don't think is one that he is going to win. Nexus turrets fall, no Elders required here for T1, as they will obliterate KC in the first game.